So, alam ko na during that time, many of the diehard Duterte supporters also are gravitating towards BBM. So, ang tanong dito, sino ba ang gumamit ng sino? Di ba? At kung titingnan natin, nung 2022 elections, maraming mga DDS personalities ang outright na sinuposan si President Marcos sa pagkampanya. Kasi nga nasumama ang loob dahil nga si Sara na Echapuera. Si Sara was forced to become vice president. Right? And at that time, hindi inendorso ni President Duterte si President Marcos. In fact, nagkaroon pa nga ng statement na bagamat hindi niyang inalanan, ni-refer niya pa as someone who probably is using drugs, di ba? Alam naman natin yan. Hindi niyang inalaan pero mag-blind item ang lolo niyo at parang, alam natin yung kwento na yun. So President Duterte was not supportive of the candidacy of President Marcos. In fact, there were many DDS who split ticket. They campaigned for Sara Duterte, but they also campaigned for another candidate, not Marcos at the top of the ticket. So at that time, meron ng ganong klase ng hidwaan. So itong linya na ito na sinasabi na kahit ayaw nila kay BBM, binoto nila because of Sara Duterte. Of course, there were people like that. But also, there were DDS na kahit anong nangyari, hindi nila pa rin ibinoto si BBM. So, to say that the Dutertes were responsible for the victory of Marcos in 2022 is a bit false, factually incorrect. Kasi the support of the Dutertes were not solid compared to the massive outpouring of Duterte votes coming from the loyalist ranks in 2016. So, and then, wala ka namang narinig na mga pag-criticize sa mga Duterte na nanggaling sa mga Marcoses noong 2016. Pero nitong 2022, nakita natin na bukod sa may mga DDS enablers sa social media na critical kay Pangulong Marcos noon, nung kandidato pa siya, meron ding mga, mismo si President Duterte was not fond of the candidacy of President Marcos. So ano yung sinasabi na ginamit ng mga Marcos sa mga Dutertes noong 2022? It's a false narrative that has to be corrected. And besides, alam naman natin na yung unit team, ako nga nung from the very start, alam ko na unit team transactional yan. Kaya nahulaan ko mangyayari ito. Sabi ko, sooner or later, that partnership will, because it's a partnership that is for all intents and purposes, for election purposes. Alam naman yan ni Sara Duterte. Kasi di ba tinanong siya recently nung nag-resign na siya, anong unit team? Ano masabi niya? Ang sabi niya, pang-election lang yun. O therefore siya mismo alam niya na it is a transactional partnership. So, why would she feel betrayed? Alam mo, ang betrayal nangyayari lang pag ang inyong relasyon ay deep. Di ba? Hindi transactional. Hindi naman yan blood compact eh. Yan ay election, ano lang yan eh, election convenience. And to say, for Sara Duterte to say na uh, ano lang naman eh, yung point na 2022 was already hers, the presidency was already hers, is again factually incorrect. Kasi kahit naman siya kumandidato, kung kumandidato rin si BBM, Lenny would probably have won. So it was not for her to claim, di ba? It was an uncertain, it was totally a little bit, uh, hindi naman a little bit, sobrang yabang kung sabihin mo, akin na yung eleksyon ng 2022 in the bag na yon.